Throughout history, few institutions have wielded as much power and influence as the Roman Catholic Church. For centuries, it has been a beacon of faith, a center for art and culture, and a source of comfort for billions. But like any institution with a long and complex history, it has chapters that are often left unread, stories that are seldom told. Today, we're going to explore some of the most debated and challenging aspects of the Church's past, looking beyond the soaring cathedrals and revered traditions to understand the human complexities and historical controversies that have shaped it. Let's start by traveling back to the Middle Ages, a time when the Church's authority was nearly absolute in Europe. This period saw the rise of the Crusades. While often framed as holy wars to reclaim sacred lands, they were also complex military campaigns with immense political and economic motivations. These conflicts lasted for centuries and involved a great deal of violence and upheaval. The impact on relations between different faiths was profound and is still felt in some parts of the world today. Around the same time, another significant event unfolded: the establishment of the Inquisition, initially created to address heresy. The Inquisition became a powerful tool for enforcing religious and social conformity. In places like Spain, the Spanish Inquisition, operating under royal authority but with religious justification, became notorious. It used methods of questioning and judgment that are deeply unsettling to modern sensibilities. The goal was to ensure doctrinal purity, but the process often created an atmosphere of fear and suspicion, affecting the lives of countless individuals. Moving forward in time, we arrive at the Renaissance, a period of incredible artistic and scientific flourishing. Yet, this was also an era of immense political maneuvering within the Church. The papacy was not just a spiritual office but a powerful political entity. Popes commanded armies, made treaties, and engaged in the complex diplomacy of the Italian city-states. Families like the Borgias and the Medici became intertwined with the papacy, leading to accusations of nepotism and corruption. Popes like Alexander VI, for example, were known more for their political ambitions and family dealings than for their spiritual leadership. This mix of sacred duty and secular power created a dynamic that was often fraught with conflict. Another controversial area is the Church's historical relationship with science. The case of Galileo Galilei is perhaps the most famous example. In the early 17th century, Galileo's astronomical observations supported the sun-centered model of the solar system, which contradicted the Church's long-held geocentric view. His work was declared heretical, and he was placed under house arrest for the remainder of his life. While the Church's position has since evolved dramatically, with Pope John Paul II expressing regret over the affair in 1992. This episode remains a key point of discussion about the relationship between faith and reason. The 20th century brought new challenges. During World War II, the role of the Vatican and Pope Pius XII has been a subject of intense historical debate. Critics argue that the Pope did not do enough to publicly condemn the atrocities of the Nazi regime. Defenders, however, maintain that the Vatican worked quietly behind the scenes to save thousands of people through diplomatic channels and by sheltering them in religious institutions, arguing that a more public denunciation would have resulted in severe retaliation and hindered these rescue efforts. The Vatican has been gradually opening its archives from this period, allowing historians to piece together a more complete, though still debated, picture. In more recent times, the Church has faced a profound crisis regarding abuse scandals in various parts of the world. These cases have revealed systemic failures in accountability and have caused immense pain to victims and their families. The revelations have shaken the faith of many and forced the Church into a period of deep self-reflection and reform. Pope Francis has taken steps to address this, but acknowledges that it is a long and difficult journey to rebuild trust and ensure such failures are not repeated. Exploring these difficult chapters of history is not about casting judgment from a modern perspective. It's about understanding the full, multifaceted story of an institution that has profoundly shaped Western civilization. History is rarely simple, and institutions, being made up of people, are prone to the same flaws and complexities as humanity itself. By examining these controversies, we gain a more complete understanding of how power, faith, and politics have intersected over the centuries. It shows us how historical events continue to influence the present and how even the most enduring institutions must evolve and confront their past. Thank you for joining me on this journey through a complex and often challenging history. If you found this exploration insightful, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.